Hey, it's Dr. Shante, and I just wanted to pop in really quick and offer you guys a video blog this week. I haven't been video blogging for a while, so I wanted to pop in here and do something a little bit different. This week, something that has been weighing very heavily on me, especially after just going through the Be Well experience with Tosh Patterson. So if you haven't done that, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, go to bewellexperience.com. And it's really an excellent platform for women sharing how to be successful, how to eliminate some of the negative thinking and some of the negative stereotypes that kind of control our actions and behavior so that we can really be successful and healthy and kind of redefine health and wellness on our own terms. And so this really got me to thinking about this notion of, can our bodies block our business? And what I mean by that is that when you don't feel confident about how you look, when you step on the scale and the number kind of like surprises you and slaps you in the face, when you see things that are not fitting as nicely as you would like them to fit, and things have gotten a little tighter, or you had a little much too much fun on the holidays, then we start to get self-conscious. And when we start being self-conscious, then we start to lack confidence. And when we lack confidence, then we start to avoid activities that can elevate our brand. Things like photo shoots, things like videos, things like social events. And we really don't consciously think about it, but in actuality, we're allowing our outside appearance, or how we feel about our outside appearance, to impact the way that we serve our audience. We're allowing that to impact the way that we show up for our brand and our business. And so I just wanted to pop in today and kind of give you 3 quick ways to deal with that. The first thing that I want to say is commit to love. Commit to loving yourself. Your brand is not predicated on who you are on the outside, because if you don't bring your authentic and true self to your brand, regardless of what you look like on the outside, you're not going to be able to keep your audience for very long. So commit to loving yourself as you are. Even if you have fat, it doesn't mean that you are fat. Doesn't stop defining yourself by these negative terms. So one thing is commit to loving and shifting your mindset about how your outside appearance really affects your brand. And trust me, I know what you're thinking. There are trolls, there are haters, there are people that will post like nasty comments, under your pictures and things like that. But to be honest with you, that's just part of the game. That's part of entrepreneurship. When you start doing things for better or for worse, somebody's going to have something to say about it. And to be quite honest with you, those are the people that you don't want as part of your tribe, as part of your following anyway. And usually the people in your tribe will go after that person. Okay, so don't worry about being judged and critiqued, because I don't care if you were a size 2. People are going to judge and critique you anyway, because that's what happens when you start to elevate your brand and put yourself out there for public consumption. The second thing that I want to leave you with is be transparent about it. Sometimes we try to cover these things up, and we try to shield, and we try to dodge, and we try to hide, and that's not real. That's not authentic. That's not who we really are. And so just be transparent with your audience and say, you know what, this is where I am. Had a little too much fun during the holidays, but I'm committed to getting this corrected. I'm committed to a new definition of wellness. I'm more committed, to being intentional about the way that I show up for my audience, both inside and out. So just be transparent about it. And the third thing that I want to offer is, don't be afraid to take your audience on the journey with you. So many of the people that you serve, many of the people that look up to you, many of the people that love you and love your brand and love your business, they don't love it because of how you look. They love it because of who you are. And many of them are struggling in that same place. Some of them had too much fun over the holidays. So don't be afraid to take your audience on that journey with you. Just say, hey, who wants to do this with me? Who wants to be more committed? Who wants to be, more intentional about wellness? Who wants to stop letting the scale define them and just go full throttle, about the kind of health and wellness, women of success and power that we want to be? And trust and believe, you will have tons of people like, yes, me, I ate too many cupcakes, too much ham, too much macaroni and cheese. And people are willing to get in this with you, and they'll appreciate the fact that you invited them along for the journey instead of disappearing from your posts, disappearing from your blog, disappearing from your pictures, because those are things that hurt your business. And none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. And this isn't about perfection. It's about a pursuit of a better you. And sometimes in pursuit of a better you, it's just owning some things that need to be corrected, being transparent about it, sharing it with your audience, taking them on the journey with you, and they'll love you that much more. I'm Dr. Shante, and I'll see you next time.